If you want to add a booking calendar on your website, you know those options. Click here to book a free consultation or something like that. And then I can click and boom, suddenly a calendar appears and I can choose the date and time that works for me. And you also know that it works for you because you set this calendar up. Long story short, if you want to have this in place, there are some digital assets that you need to, create if you don't already have in order to have this working. Just recently, a client of mine, he asked me, I want to add a booking calendar on my website. And I said, yes, it makes a lot of sense for your business to have this free consultation on your website. And while we were talking about this, I realized that he has no clue how this works. He thought it's, some part of the website that we set up and suddenly it works. It's not like that. And I thought like there must be more business owners out there with the same level of, understanding how this works. So I thought, to share this video and, simplify your process of implementing a booking calendar on your website. And as you know, on my channel, I don't create any how-to videos. This is not how-to video. Just want to give you a perspective, the big picture, so that you know how this works and that you can make informed decision as a business owner and hire the right people to do this for you, and hold them accountable. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Bojan. If you follow me already, welcome back. Here's another great video for you. As I said, some digital assets need to be in place before you have your, booking calendar on your website. And let's call it as simple as software. We'll talk about these softwares a little bit down in the video. Right now, let's just keep it simple. So we'll call this a booking software, okay? It's a booking software. So this software needs to be connected to your email and your calendar. And since we want to keep it simple, let's say that, you have your Gmail and your Google Calendar. If you don't have it already, that's something you need to consider creating, because having a Google account, from my perspective, is very beneficial for one business. I actually created one specific video just about, Google accounts, but, let's keep it to the topic here. So long story short, when we connect booking software with the email and calendar, why we do that? First of all, we need to send some emails when somebody books a meeting with you, whether it's a free consultation. It can also be a paid consultation. So this is maybe another option for you to consider. It's a payment processor that you can connect, but again, keeping it simple, at least you need to have your email and calendar. It can also be not one, but multiple calendars that you want to connect to your booking software. Why? Because if you are using yourself multiple calendars, you want to make sure that there are no any meetings already booked in your calendar, so that there are no conflicts with the options that your potential clients have on your website. So once they click and they choose a date and time, you know that this date and time you have a free in your calendar. So there are no conflicts. Some people, they use multiple calendars, they want to have their life more complicated than it is. So if that's you want to connect all those calendars, and you also want to, say, okay, check for conflicts in these calendars and, paste this meeting once it's booked, keep it in this calendar. So that's how it works, right? So let's say that we connected email, we connected calendar or multiple calendars, and then we want inside the booking software, we want to create one or multiple meetings. Those meetings can be, set up as a links that you're going to send to somebody, or they can be also created as a piece of code that you can add to your website. I hope this explanation is very simple. Again, it can be a meeting. You can have a meeting that is, for example, this one is 30 minutes, this one is, 45 minutes, this one is full hour, depending on what you really need, So you set them up, you choose the dates. You can choose specific dates for this specific calendar, so it's maybe open for 1 week and never again. You can choose specific times of the week, like it will be open for Monday, Tuesday, and Friday from noon to 3 p.m. That's how you want to set up this calendar. Do you want to have a buffers before and after the meeting? For example, if I book a meeting for like half an hour, can I book this meeting at 1 p.m. if your previous meeting is ending at 1 p.m.? No, if you set up the buffers, I cannot book it there. I can, if a buffer is 15 minutes, it can be like 1 p.m. and 15 minutes. You know, you just need to set this up. When this is in place, then you will have this either link or you're going to have a code that you can add to your website. And then that's the moment when the calendar actually appears on your website, but it's integrated with the software that works, that, you know, is checking these conflicts, is sending emails, sending reminders both to you and the person that booked this call. Now, I also mentioned these payment processors. That's something you can add if you want to have these paid consultations. If you want to have video links, video communication, it's not a phone call, then you want to integrate either Google Meets, which is, again, beneficial to have a Google account for your business. So it can be a Google Meets or Zoom. If you want to have a Zoom, then you need to either have a paid Zoom or a free Zoom account, which limits you to, I know, last time I was checking, it was like 40 minutes and so on. So those are the things, those are the assets that you need to have in place before you add this piece of code on the website, and then you have it on your website. Now, I would be grateful that my client checked this video before we talked about adding a booking calendar on his website, but you know, here we are. So hopefully this video brought some value to you, that you learned something new, how this thing actually works. Now, just to talk about softwares a little bit, as I explained earlier. So there are multiple softwares out there. You can Google them, you can chat GPT them. I don't know what's the word for when you're searching on chat GPT. Maybe it's chat GPT that. And you know, just find out for yourself. The most famous out there, the one that, you know, boomed during COVID, it's a Calendly. This one, it has paid and free options. I think that even with a free option, it can, you know, do a lot of things for you. You can have multiple meetings. Of course, if you pay a little bit, you have much more options, more features and whatnot. What I always suggest to my clients, since they are always using what we have here, it's a 3S method. This is a CRM that we are recommending, and most of our clients is using this software itself. You have a link down there in the description. This software itself, it has so many features, and one of the features is also booking calendars. So you can have, like, you know, whatever number of calendars you need. There are no any limitations once you are a paid user of this CRM that you already need for your business. This is just another feature that you can, you know, have while using this CRM. It integrates, of course, with the payment processors, with a Zoom or Google Meets, with the calendars and whatnot. So that's what you need to check. For example, if you are evaluating some software for yourself, you want to check what's the price, of course, and you also want to check if it integrates with the softwares that you want to use. If you want to use Zoom, you want to be sure that this software integrates with Zoom. You know, if you are okay with using a Google Meets and a Google Calendars and just check what are the features, what are the integrations that you can expect while using this software. And again, like paying for Calendly or paying for Zoom at the same time, it can almost compensate the price for the full price of the CRM. You know, the full software, customer relationship management, that has so many features, not only the calendar, of course. So you want to, you know, check for yourself what makes sense for you, to not to have like multiple, you know, paying multiple softwares for, you know, whatever specific thing you need. Sometimes it can be beneficial, you know, just forget paying like a couple of softwares and suddenly you have a software that covers everything. That's what the 3S method is, you know. Again, I hope you find value in this video. If you find it, please support, click like, subscribe. If you have some follow-up question, make sure to, you know, type them down there in a comment and I will make sure to reply. Go check out some other videos on my channel. They are all here for you, business owners out there who want to learn this, who want to, you know, elevate your knowledge about digital world, about these digital assets, digital actions that you can take on behalf of your business, you know, to grow your business. Again, see you in the next video.